Hello! The fans of Tokyo Drift and those who think that the roar of the engine is the treat for the senses will definitely like today's video. I'm going to show you the most incredible cars tooled up for drifting. And get ready for the big surprise because every car you will see is a miniature copy of the real one. Honestly, I can hardly call them toys. Well, I suggest not to drag it out. So, subscribe to the channel, click the like button and let's go! Here I have a red Toyota Mark II. This is a mid-size sedan, which was produced from 1968 to 2004. It was the car that had become the basis for the new sedans, the Toyota Cresta and the Toyota Chaser, both different only in interior design and some exterior elements. Just admire the hits of this pip. How perfectly it tucks into the corner, as if it was born for this. And its color is so deep and sparkling. Just amazing. I'm sure that such cars can't be simply forgotten. Next in line is another Dreamboat, but it is rather a completely customized model. The first thing that catches your eye when you see it is a matte purple color. Sticker bombing is also used here. Both sides of the car are covered with stickers. There are not so many of them, but they look very harmonious. By the way, have you noticed that the hood is black? But this is exactly the case when everything is as it should be. The windows are fully tinted, that makes it impossible to see anything inside. Do you know what else distinguishes this babe from others? It's power. It drives amazingly. I think that it will definitely be in the top 3 of our video. In childhood, every boy was dreaming of becoming a policeman in order to fight crime, sort out different problems in various dangerous situations, and also teach and share experience with the younger generation. By the way, here I have a very cool police car, which has luminous headlights and taillights, as well as red flashing lights located on the roof and in front. A combination of black and white was chosen as the design. There is also an identification word police on different parts of the body. In general, everything looks good, but I would be scared to drift with such a car. You never know if they find you or not. Wow, just look! I present to your attention the Toyota Supra. This is a sports car which was produced from 1978 to 2002. Its design was taken from the Celica. They changed only the body and made it a bit more in width and length. The Supra of the second and third generations were assembled at the plant in the city of Tihara, and starting from the fourth generation, they were making it in Toyota. The Supra is also related to the Toyota 2000 GT. They are untitled by the engine. By the way, here is an interesting fact for you. The company developed its own logo specifically for this model, and it had been used until 1986, when the first independent generation appeared. By the way, those who have watched The Fast and the Furious or played various racing games can immediately recognize this car, and those who have no idea what I'm talking about can just admire its smaller copy. It is no way inferior to the original one, either in design or in speed. A real time bomb. And this is the Datsun 510, also known as the Bluebird, a successful Japanese car which was produced from 1968 to 1974. It was very popular both among the Japanese and the Americans, who even came up with the code name Datsun 1600, as well as among the Australians. The creation of the Datsun 510 was inspired by popular European sedans of that time, including the BMW 1602. Perhaps that is why this Japanese model was dubbed as the BMW for the poor. The car was equipped with the engine with a capacity of 96 horsepower and its speed reached 160 km per hour. High performance at an affordable price, combined with the simple and reliable technology of the 80s, had made the Datsun Bluebird a popular car for almost 40 years. And it sparks no less interest and delight to this day. Some people even collect miniature models that could dish it out in drifting, and the way they look is real art. And this is something expensive. A white Lexus is coming. Guys, I can't understand why, but I don't associate it with drifting at all. The car is beautiful, there is no doubt about this, but honestly, I can't imagine it in such conditions. What do you think? As for details, I'm already tired of being surprised. Each model is just a separate kind of creativity. It's hard to even imagine how much effort it cost to the creator. So let's sum up. The car will definitely get into my personal top for its excellent design and elaboration, but its drift did not work for me at all. When I saw the next car, I completely forgot how old I am. I had only one thought in my head: I want the same for myself. And this is all because this pink truck looks so awesome that it takes your breath away. It sparkles, shimmers and shines. Even the lettering matches so much. Besides, the truck has a well-designed interior. You can even see two leather chairs inside, so it does not look like a cheap children's toy at all. There are also side mirrors, all kinds of lights along with headlights, wipers and even pink wheel discs. And it also has cool drifting abilities. This is everyone's dream, I guess. I like the next car very much, although I don't even know what brand it is. It reminds me of a Ford. At the same time, there is something of a BMW. Either this is a custom mix, which is unlikely, or it's just a cool old car, which, as they say, still has fire in the belly. Although it does not have modern design elements, it looks super stylish and loaded. The wheel discs are outstanding, the color seems to be minimalistic, but at the same time, it's just what you need. Well, I even don't mention here its drift features. The car was created especially for this, so it's just impossible to think that it would not drift perfectly. As for this car, it could be driven by DK. He's a local drift king and also the nephew of the leader of the Japanese mafia. Those who have watched the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift will definitely understand me. The Toyo 180 SX is made in blue and covered with a variety of stickers. It has slightly tinted windows. The headlights and grille are low slung. You know, it reminded me of the Nissan 180 SX. Although, maybe that's what it really is. Well, if you know better, write in the comments. This car is also a spoiler. As for the drift, it is something amazing. It moves so smooth and neat, and in general the model is very beautiful. Where do without the Toyota Chaser? This is a sporty mid-size sedan that was produced from 1977 to 2008. As I told before, Toyota Mark II was its basis. Despite the fact that the Chaser was officially sold only in Japan, it can be found in the second-hand car markets both in Russia and in Southeast Asia. The model belongs to the same class as the Toyota Mark II and the Toyota Cresta. It is completely unified with them in terms of chassis and interior. By the way, the Dreamboat from our video belongs to the latest, 6th generation, which was released at the end of 1996. It is made in classic black color. There are various stickers on the body and you can easily recognize two of them. I'm talking about the Monster Energy logo and lettering. I don't know why, but it was this car that immediately made me think of Dominic Toretto. Although, as far as I remember, he has never driven Japanese cars. And this is a cool Nissan. To be more precise, the Nissan S30, a Japanese sports car that was produced from 1969 to 1978. In the Japanese market, it is known as the Fair Lady Z, and in other countries, you can find it under the names of Datsun 240Z, Datsun 260Z, and Datsun 280Z. The head of Nissan Sport Car Styling Studio, Yoshihiko Mitsuo, took part in the creation of the S30. Each model is equipped with independent McPherson suspension, as well as Chapman rear struts. By the way, sometime back the Fair Lady was very popular in the American market. There were many reasons for this, but the main one was its affordability. The car in our video is an exact copy of it, just don't take into account some details added specifically for drifting. It has a black matte color that looks amazing. Besides, the details are also very cool. There are wipers and all kinds of logos and even a designed interior. And how do you like these brothers? The stylish ones in black and white colors. They are really cool, aren't they? This is the Toyota Mark II JX81 and the Nissan Laurel C33. To be honest, I don't even know which one I like more. Each car is unique in its own way. Do you know what attracts me the most? It is the simplicity and atmosphere. For some reason, I immediately imagine tough boys driving in circles with guns in their hands. There are no bright bodies, stickers, flashy letterings and other trinkets here. There is only broken bumper, only hardcore. But seriously, who stole the bumper, huh? Come across, and have you noticed that these two cars have exhaust pipes? If only they could make sounds, it would be cool. Let's go for a drive in the Toyota Starlet KP61, a compact car that was produced from 1973 to 1999. The Starlet appeared immediately after the public car, retaining the code P in the body numbering. The first generation was even sold as the Publica Starlet in some markets. By the way, the word Starlet shows us the modest size of the car. I don't know about you, but I like its blue color very much. Besides, it is so neat and cute, as it was designed for girls. And how perfectly it is made. Did you check it out? It has everything: headlights, logos, license plates, wheel discs with patterns, handlets, and even a fuel tank cap. Just awesome! Guys, did you know that the famous American inventor and entrepreneur Steve Jobs was very fond of Porsche when he was young? And in 1980, Apple became the sponsor of Porsche in the 24 Hours of Le Mans on his instruction. The Apple Porsche 935 K3 participated in that race. It was driven by Alan Moffat, Bobby Rachel, and Bob Garretson as part of the Dick Barber racing team. The 935 K3 has won more than 150 victories in the world's most prestigious competitions, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans, 24 Hours of Daytona, 12 Hours of Sebring, and 1,000 kilometers Nürburgring North Loop. Perhaps most of the things I'm telling now does not matter to many of you, but anyway, you have a great opportunity to see what the car looked like in the rainbow Apple style. There is the company logo decorated with different colors on one of the sides of its body, as well as on the roof. How about this huge spoiler? Isn't it cool? Well, I think that every car enthusiast has been waiting for this, right? Meet Nissan GTR, a sports car which has been selling since 2008 till present. It has a blue, red, black color with many different stickers on the body. You can see a rather impressive carbon fiber spoiler which gives the car a sporty look. It has tinted windows and a very well-designed hood. I think the headlights can glow, so this peep will even more beautiful at night. As for the drifting abilities, there is no doubt about them. They are perfect. And now, click the like button if you want to have such a car. And this is an awesome drift Ubara, which is not just a blue car, but seems like a whole greasy, bright and liquid blue spot on the road. Not only has this Ubara been associated with the cool sports car that has an unusual and memorable appearance, but this item also exactly repeats the original one. Besides, everything is illuminated very brightly and beautifully, the wheel discs look contrastingly, and the little things responsible for control do not fail either. In general, it is not a car, but a fully loaded one. I wish I could take it, increase it in size with the help of some device from the future and take part in the race. By the way, I want to know if it is the driver who drifts so cool, or is the car itself that maneuvers so easily. Write your opinion in the comments. Well, that's all, friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and goodbye for now.